What is essential? That is a question we are all pondering as we continue to make life adjustments made necessary by the COVID-19 pandemic. That was one of the topics this past Sunday for our latest Rappin' with the Rector. It was also what my prayer group and I discussed yesterday. Then I opened my daily meditation book, More Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie, and saw that the meditation for tomorrow, April 21st, is on this very subject. This book is recommended by me to more people than anything else in my library, including the Book of Common Prayer and the Bible. Don't tell my bishop. Melody writes in the meditation that we have to discern what's important. She says we have to learn to distinguish between the essential and that which you don't really need. The coronavirus epidemic has caused each of us to learn to do without things we once considered important. Most of us understand the need to make sacrifices. We do so out of concern for our families, our friends, and yes, even our neighbors. If ever there was a time when we should live into Jesus' commandment to do unto others as you would have them do unto you, now is such a time. Yet some of us have maintained selfish attitudes, even in the midst of a deadly pestilence. Yes, we all want things to get back to normal, whatever that is. Some leaders have begun to yield to the protesters you and I have seen in recent days on the news. Some are willing to open up the economy, even if it means hundreds or more likely thousands of people will continue to be infected with COVID-19, and some will die. How many lives are we willing to sacrifice so a few people can get back to playing golf, hanging out at their favorite watering hole, or getting their nails done? I have personally been angered by the flag-waving mobs carrying signs saying, "I need a haircut," or "I want to play golf." Of what or of whom are these individuals thinking? Themselves is the answer. Here's a suggestion I like to offer these demonstrators. Show your concern and love for your neighbors by taking the money you are ready to spend at your local bar and donating it to the bartender or waitress that's trying to feed their family while protecting them from the coronavirus. Golf is an expensive sport, I know. How about pooling the greens fees you're foursome and you want to pay and giving it to the groundskeepers, caddies, pro shop employees, and 19th hole employees willing to sacrifice work so they don't infect you or allow you to infect their families. And that haircut you want to get. Well, be glad you have enough hair to cut. Remember the children, women, and men who have lost their hair because of chemo and radiation treatments for cancer. Many of them will appreciate your allowing your hair to grow longer, so when circumstances allow, you may donate it to organizations making hair coverings for patients that have lost their hair. Melody Beattie closes her meditation with the following advice. Look closely at your life. Decide what's really important to you. What would you genuinely miss if you didn't have it? What would you perhaps not even notice if it was missing from your life? What might you be better off without? I'm confident you will discover that those things once considered essential are no longer valued in that same way.